Diligence to Vigilance. All right. Officer Elisha, for those who don't know me, those online. All right. So we're going to deal with a couple of things. First, let's get the definition of diligence and also vigilant. And if you could read that for me, officer, when it comes up.
Yes, sir.
So let's deal with the definitions of diligence and vigilance. All right, he got vigilant first. Let's read that.
Vigilant, alertly watchful, especially to avoid danger.
All right, so to avoid danger. You're watching to avoid danger. All right, let's get diligence. Let's read that.
Diligence, steady, earnest, and energetic effort, devoted and painstaking work and application to accomplish an undertaking.
All right, so you're energetic, you're devoted, you're constantly working at it. So when you're constantly working to avoid the danger, which is the vigilant part, you're constantly watching for the pitfalls. You're constantly watching to make sure that every day you're examining yourselves to make sure that you're not slipping. Because sometimes you get comfortable in this walk and there's things that would pass you when you first came in because you had that fire in you that you wouldn't let slide. But you done got comfortable, you done got friends, and now you let little things creep in. But in you applying diligence to your vigilance, you could fix those mistakes.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not yourselves how that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobates.
All right. So if you examine yourself, that's that diligence. You're carefully working at yourself, constantly. You're vigilant, examining, okay, where's the kink in my armor? Where am I at with this? All right. So go to Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 4. Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 4. Because if you're examining yourself to see if whether or not you're in the faith, you're going to examine yourself according to the scriptures. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 4. The soul of the sluggard desired and had nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat.
So it says the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. No matter what you do, if you're diligent at it, you're going to eventually prosper. Like the saying, practice makes perfect. Judges chapter 5 and verse 11. So if you're constantly working at it, your soul will become fat when it comes to studying. Because what I would always do with my wife, I have her always go through Proverbs chapter 31. I have her read it every day. And in that, I want her to go find a scripture in Proverbs chapter 31 that she could precept with it. So that way, because Proverbs 31 is like the blueprint for all women. You can find every answer in Proverbs 31, and you can use that to build off of a class for sisters. So that's how I make sure she's equipped. And not only that, it keeps her on her toes on knowing how to deal with me and how to deal with her sisters. Read that.
Judges 5 and 11?
Yes.
The book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
So if they're rehearsing the righteous acts of the Lord, they're constantly applying the commandments of God. They're constantly applying it. Righteousness is what? Deuteronomy 6:25. Go to that. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. Because that's where they're going to be rehearsing the righteous acts of the Lord. So what are the righteous acts of the Lord? What would they be applying while they're there in the noise of drawing water, in the places of drawing water, which is servitude? America, read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be for our righteousness, if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he had commanded us.
So righteousness is you keeping God's commandments. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 24. Let me know if I'm going too fast, y'all. I'm trying to kind of get, Cap said don't have y'all out here too late. So they cut 30 minutes into my time, so I'm trying to get there. Yeah, 7 seconds, officer. Yes, sir. And we're going to be running through it.
Proverbs 12 and...
verse 24.
All right. The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 24. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute.
So, mind you, think about the amount of time you have been in the truth and the amount of offices that you're in, and you're constantly diligent in those. That's how leadership sees you're well fit to run this office. You know what? Have her over it. Have him over it. We can trust her with the work. But those that are slothful, we like, why would I have you run this office when you're barely here or you barely try to put any effort in? Read that part again.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 23.
24.
24. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute.
See, he's going to be the one having to work underneath those that are diligent. All right. So go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 27.
The book of Proverbs chapter 11, verse 27. He that diligently seek good procureth favor.
So when you're diligently applying God's commandments, good is keeping the commandments of God. When you're dealing that with one another, it says you receive favor. You procure favor. People are like, yo, this person is down to earth. They real cool. I know I can safely trust that this person is going to deal with me uprightly according to the word of God. They're not going to use me. They're not going to gossip behind my back. When normally those people that are diligent, their work speaks for themselves to the point where when someone speaks about them, people look at them like, yeah, I got to, they might be a spirit on you, because that sister's not like that. Her hand is always to the plow. That brother's hand is always to the plow. The only people that will talk evil about that is somebody who's slothful, because sometimes they say those that gossip or speak of others are really jealous of them. Read it again.
He that diligently seek good procureth favor, but he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him.
So mischief will come onto you. All right. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 4.
The book of Proverbs chapter 10, verse 4. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent make it rich.
You see that? That's why think about it, right? I see what the sisters do in the kitchen. They're constantly diligent. They have it lined up perfectly. Usually we don't really have any issues in the kitchen unless it's, sisters bumping heads. You know how sisters are. Every congregation, sisters. Brothers, we get into it, but we gonna deal with each other. We gonna talk to one another. We gonna pull each other to the side like, come on, bruh. You gotta stop dealing with me like that. Brothers, we gonna do that. Sisters, they kind of hold it to heart, and then what ends up happening, they go to talking. Hey, y'all gotta stop doing that, sisters. Y'all gotta stop doing that. And that's y'all. That's in y'all. We know that, and it's in every congregation. I travel. So I've been to many schools, and whenever I'm speaking with leadership, whenever I'm hearing the godly discourse, the women are the ones usually gossiping. Brothers ain't really dealing with that. But it does happen. Read it again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 4. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand.
Yeah, so if you sluggard, if you over here barely doing the work, or even in your own life, because remember, this is what's supposed to make us prosperous as a people, the laws of God. So this is a proverb that if you are slack, if you want to be a sluggard, eventually you're going to be broke. If you ain't working, if a man don't work, a man don't what? He don't eat. So if you a sluggard, you're not going to be able to eat. But if you're diligent, you'll be rich. Most people equate riches to money, but it could go into wisdom. It could go into you learning a skill, a talent. Meaning when it comes to like finances, brothers who are diligent in their finances, even though they don't have a degree in accounting, they know how to handle their money because they're diligent with it. All right. Give me Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 24. Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 24.
The book of Proverbs chapter 22, verse 24. Make no friendship with an angry man. 24. Proverbs 22, 24. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go.
Read on.
Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul.
You read.
Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debts. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away the bed from under thee? Remove not the ancient landmark, which thy fathers have yet.
Thy fathers have set.
Thy fathers have set.
Now this is the point.
Seest thou a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men.
You see that? So when you're diligent, it says that you will stand before kings. The things that you have done when we need something to be done, we're going to go to the brothers who's diligent. I'm not, if I have a Fortune 500 company, am I going to go to the baser that's in front of the corner store? Nah, I'm going to go to a professional. So some of us don't have those degrees here, but yet based off your works, we can see, yo, this person is capable of doing this. There's brothers and sisters who don't have none of the financial literacy of what this world or how to deal with this world, but they taught it to themselves. They don't have the paperwork behind it, but they have the work ethic. And that's how some of the sisters behind the scenes are working with grants, doing grant writing and different things, so forth and so on, because practice makes perfect. They practice it, they learn, they read books about it, and then they put it into application. And that's why we see in that sister or that brother being diligent, that person could later be used in the building of the nation of Israel. That's it on that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to make sure I got all the ones in Proverbs. Colossians 3:23. Colossians chapter 3, verse 23.
The book of Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartedly, as unto the Lord, and not unto men.
Now, this is why it's important to understand this scripture right here, because some of you all sometimes think you're doing it for man. You're doing it for the Lord. It says, that's why when Christ, for those that will inherit the kingdom of heaven, Matthew chapter 25. This is, I'm shooting from the hip, 25:31. Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. We're going to come back to that.
All right, copy. The book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations. And he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats.
Read.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left.
Read.
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world.
So he says the sheep that's on his right hand inherit the kingdom of heaven. Watch this though. Read.
For I was hungry, and ye gave meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in.
Read.
Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me.
Read.
Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered, and fed thee, O thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw ye thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Now, the ones on the left side, they're going to be thrown in the lake of fire. As you read on, because he says, I read it real quick. Verse 42, for I was hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, in prison, and ye visited me not. So go back to Colossians. Now, think about this, y'all. He says, when I was sick, you came and visited me. And he was like, yo, how did we come and visit you? We know you in the heavens, you with the Father. But he says, when you did it to one of the least of them, you did it to me. So now think about this, right? If you backbiting against one another, who are you backbiting against? If you're gossiping against one another, who are you gossiping against? if you hate your brother, who do you really hate? Y'all see that? So you see how it's important to be vigilant and diligent, because based on how that person treats you, you will revert your mind into thinking, oh, I need to get back. I need to react or respond the same type of way to show that, oh, I'm not the one to be messed with. That's why you have to remember Christ. When first Peter, matter of fact, read Colossians, right. And then it's going to be 1 Peter 1:21.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 23. Mm-hmm. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as unto the Lord, and not unto men.
Because if you don't do it wholeheartedly to your brothers and sisters, you gonna half step and deal with somebody inappropriately, sinfully, in a manner that God is not gonna respect. Watch this.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, verse 21.
Start from verse 19.
Verse 19.
Hey, this is one of my favorite scriptures, because brothers know me, this is how I react to certain things. So I try to react like this all the time. I have to put this in my mind so I could trigger it, so that way I'm always acting this way, because in your eyes you may see it as weakness, but in God's eyes he see that as strength. He see that as thankworthy. He see that as honorable. Read that.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 19. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully.
So you know that person that's treating you the way that they're treating you is doing you wrong. But God says if you suffer with it patiently, don't avenge yourself. Let it go. Think about it. There's plenty of things we done did as brothers and sisters that we were supposed to be put to death for, and Christ forgave us. If Christ is in us, we should have that same compassion and patience with our brothers and sisters. Yo, how many of y'all beards would pluck that brother or sister who offended y'all, spit in your face, pluck your beard, help for you to get 9 cattails slapped across your back? How many brothers and sisters that offended you in the truth actually put their hands on y'all? Anybody? Raise your hand if anybody actually put their hands on y'all. Or was everything words? Just words. Everything just words, right? Read it again.
For this is thankworthy, if a man for his conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully.
Hey, it is. I see what it's. I don't know. These scriptures just keep coming. All right, so I just got to show y'all something, right? Real quickly. 1 Samuel chapter 1. I'm gonna show y'all something, because people think it's like the worst possible thing to say. Sometimes there's things that brothers and sisters are dealing with that you all got your buttons. There's certain words that can trigger you to act a certain type of way. Mine's is being in the world was being called a FN. It was like the most disrespectful thing to say to a man. Oh, yeah. It's on site, because it's saying that you're incredible in the streets. So when somebody call you that, it's like, yo, nah, my name is clean, my name is good. So when you're called that, it's like there's certain trigger things. A sister say, oh, she dirty. Oh, some sisters, oh, she stink. Sister's gonna snap. Oh, who you calling stink? Oh, she a thought. These things would trigger somebody, right? Let me get it with you. 1 Samuel, I just want to point in there about how a concubine and a wife, well, he had 2 wives. Read verse. He went up the city in turn. Let me see.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 5. But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion, for he loved Hannah, but the Lord had shut up her womb.
Read on.
And her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb.
So there was things that the other wife was saying about her because she couldn't have kids. And she would go to bed crying because she couldn't give her husband any kids. Read on.
And as he did so year by year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her. Therefore she wept and did not eat.
So she was doing these things constantly. So go back to it. First Peter chapter 2 verse 21. First Peter chapter 2 verse 21.
2 Peter chapter 2 verse 21.
Second or first?
First Peter, I'm sorry. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 21.
Okay.
For even hereunto were ye were called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example.
Start from verse 19. That's where you left
verse
off at.
19.
My bad.
I'm sorry.
But that's the point I want. But
Okay, I got you.
19. Yeah.
For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward God endure grief.
So she endured grief. When you read in Sirach, because the Lord will avenge you when you endure grief. Because God says he finds that thankworthy, right? So you think the Lord ain't sitting there like, oh, so you gonna do it again? All right, mercy. You remember he's long suffering. The Lord is long suffering, y'all. So don't think this person that's doing this to you is not eventually gonna get judged. He's giving that person the time that you should have been giving them to get it corrected. The Lord is going, that's why you be like, yo, why is the Lord allowing these things to happen? Because he's trying to make sure that person gets right. Because if the Lord has to touch you, he might end up killing you. All right, so read on.
We'll have to stop that. Okay,
just read from 19 again.
All right. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully. For what glory is it? What glory is it if when ye be buffeted, for your faults, ye shall take it patiently.
So if you did something wrong and you was caught, you gonna suffer patiently. I did it. I was the pappy. I was the one who did it. Yeah, you gonna suffer patiently. You know you did wrong. You got caught, and now you have to deal with it. But
But if when ye do well and suffer it, ye take it patiently. This is acceptable with God.
God says that's more acceptable. It's more acceptable to know that you did right, but you're suffering wrongfully for it. Because watch this. Go to what's the precept? Sirach 11 and 12. Let me see if that's it. That might not be it. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I got it right here. Bear with me, y'all. Let me show you something about that. No, it's on the left side. Yep. Sirach chapter 4 and read verse 6.
The book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 6.
Start from verse 5.
Verse 5. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee.
Read.
For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him.
And when you remember when Hannah went to the temple, she was praying, and Eli thought she was drunk because she was making supplication to the Lord. So if somebody's in distress and they don't respond rendering evil for evil, but go to the Lord in their distress, God is going to hear them. And instead of you trying to make it right with your sister, God is going to deal with you. I'll be honest. I don't want that pressure. I'm straight. I'm good, y'all. Hey, we dealt with God one-on-one, right? Look where we end up at in America. 400 plus years of slavery. Our brothers getting shot down in the street, and all we could do is watch. We try to get guns and try to fight back. What's going to happen? We all going to get annihilated. We can't even do that. Man, listen, man. We can't even. Remember with the epidemic, toilet paper? Man, we ain't even got toilet paper, y'all. Bruh, you get what I'm saying? For us not dealing right with one another, God intervened and look where we at. So if I can't think about it. Our women, they got once a month, right? Do they come to our nation for their hygiene things? No, they got to go to Esau for it. We can't even take care of our women. We have to go to another man to get resources from him to take care of them. Education. You see what I mean? Hospitals. Even though when we did have our own, they blew it up. But what's stopping us today? You see what I mean? That's why it's taking us to be diligent and vigilant to get up out of these things. Now, I had you finish that. You went to 21?
I went to Thomas Rock.
No, you done with Sirach.
Okay.
Back to 1 Peter
21, yep.
Yep.
Verse 22.
Uh-huh.
Who did no sin, neither was gall found in his mouth.
Uh-huh.
Who, when we was reviled not again. When he suffered, he threatened not.
So even in you suffering patiently, he didn't retaliate. How many of y'all could do that for one another? Because when you do it, God says it's thankworthy in the sight of him. You thinking I gotta defend myself. God says, no, suffer patiently. Let's see if your sister gonna get it correct. Let's see if your brother gonna correct it. Give him time.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest.
So it says, just like what it said before, do it wholeheartedly. You're not doing it to man, you're doing it to God. Do this with all your strength. Do it with all your might. Because there's no shoulda, woulda, coulda when you're dead. There ain't none of that. Damn, I can't make it right with my sister. I died talking evil about her. I died talking evil about him. Yeah, well, that's think about it. The last thing that was written in your book when on Judgment Day was you speaking evil about your brother, your sister. Think about it. You doing good. Think about it. It's just like you go against your CEO or your supervisor calls you into the office. And they're like, yo, man, you've been doing great, man. You've been doing, but your attendance. And what did I hear about what you did last week? So all the good is erased because of how you ended the relationship or your last report. You can hear all the good, but once that ending start coming up, where they like, what you did this, that, and the third. Even if you're a good employee, but you fought one time, you're fired. You laid hands on that person. We don't tolerate that here. So think about it. All the works you done did, but then before you died, you wasn't diligent, you wasn't vigilant to watch your behavior because you done got comfortable and you started gossiping. You started bickering. You started backbiting. You started mistreating your brother, your sister. And that's, you remember the class spiritual audit? And that's in your audit report. Go to 1 Corinthians 15:58. 1 Corinthians 15:58.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 58.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
So your labor is not in vain. You're diligent doing the work. Everything is being written. Why? If I'm vigilant while I'm doing the work and I'm bumping heads with my sister or my brother, you know what? Why not in that report how on my end, how did I fix it? What did I apply the scriptures? For every brother or sister who went to their brother one-on-one or sister one-on-one when y'all had any issues, you did what you were supposed to do. Regardless of however it turns out, you did your part. You try to win your brother or sister back. That's what you're supposed to do. If you hear anything, Sirach 19. Sirach 19. Let me get there with you. Sirach, because you got Matthew's 18, and then you got Sirach 19. Read verse 13.
The book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 13. Admonish a friend. It may be he had not done it.
You about to have me read it for you.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do it again.
It may admonish a friend.
Uh-huh.
It may be he had not done it.
Uh-huh.
And if he have done it, that he do it no more.
Read.
Admonish thy friend. It may be he had not said it. And if he have, that he speak not again. Admonish a friend, for many times it is a slander, and believe not every tale.
Read.
There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart.
So they could have said it the wrong way, but you never gave that brother or sister a chance to explain themselves. You automatically took it and ran with it. Now think about this, right? In the law, matter of fact, before you get that, Exodus 15:56. Exodus 15:56. And then we're going to get the law. We're going to get some laws. All right? Because I definitely want y'all to grow. Hey, listen, y'all see how the sister side is filling up? The brother side is filling up. We're going to need more chairs. The thing is, it's the same thing. Captain Sakar, Captain Severus, Officer Abaddon, Captain Tobias, all the men in Miami. What ended up happening when we started to build, we was in a hole in the wall, y'all. It was like 15 people. The whole first leadership done ran out on us. It was some things that was going on, and we started small. And all the works that we were doing, the fruit didn't show till like a year later. So think about all the work that it's been a year and a half or 2 years since I've been here. Same thing with Captain Nahum, same thing with Officer Narai with the merge and brothers coming, and we're starting to build more here. And the work that you men been doing here in San Antonio. Think about this. In the next year, this whole thing might be filled. We're going to have to purchase that building next door, and it's going to be sisters on that side and men only in here. So think about it. You sisters are the first ones, and if y'all can't deal with one another, imagine the other sisters coming in behind y'all. Y'all get it? Y'all going to be eventually 5, 7, 8, 10 years. Y'all going to be age sisters. Your husband is going to be an officer of 20 if you're single, captain of 200, 300, officer of 50, 60, 80, 90. This is what eventually is going to happen. But if you're diligent, you're vigilant, you're going to know these things because, like, okay, I'm practicing to better myself to when these things do happen, we could be able to cover those breaches. Because if we having those breaches now and we not figuring a way to patch them and not dealing with one another uprightly, is going to get worse. With 100 more members comes what? 100 more problems. And most of the time it's on what side, y'all? Y'all see that? It ain't no knock against y'all sisters. It's just that's how y'all is. We understand it. Ask Adam. Ask Adam. We understand. Man, we can die now, y'all. Appreciate y'all, sisters. All right, I had you hold something.
Exodus 15 and something.
Yeah. Exodus 15:56. Exodus 15:56. Exodus 15:56.
Exodus 15
It's
verse
26?
26.
26. Let me see. I probably wrote 1 Corinthians down wrong. Read it. Let me see what it say.
15 verse 26.
You looking at it?
I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
And he said, if thou wilt diligently hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and would do that which is right in his sight, and would give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee.
So it says if we're diligent in these commandments, basically we will be blessed, y'all. We will be good. Think about just yesterday, ladies in waiting just graduated, y'all. All praises to the Most High. We can give a clap for that. Our sisters are learning to be good wives. And y'all gonna see a video later on of how much, sisters, the work that y'all put in, we appreciate y'all for it. Because the brothers that are coming in, they're gonna need wives like that. So that way they're not taken out. I seen plenty of sisters be taken out because of lust, not having patience. They weren't diligent, they weren't watching, they weren't vigilant, and it took them out. So watch this, based on the law.
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 4. If thou meet thine enemy's ox, or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. If thou see the ass of him that hated thee,
That who?
that hated thee.
So you gonna feel like that brother or sister hates you. This ain't written here for amusement. Some of y'all may feel, based on how whoever's over you in whatever department or whoever you came across with, that y'all dealt with each other a certain type of way, you may feel like that brother or sister hates you now. They got something against me. Read it again.
If thou see the ass of him that hated thee lying under his burden, and wouldest forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him.
That God says, listen, I don't care what y'all got against each other. If you see that person needing help, you help them. Because watch this. Go to Deuteronomy 22 and verse 1. Deuteronomy 22 and verse 1. God says, listen, the person that you think hates you, you don't just, unless you on some pills, you on some, you schizophrenic or something, you dealing with multiple personalities, that's the only way, without somebody ever doing anything to you, you feel like they hate you. Mm-hmm. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 1. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ox or his sheep go astray.
So that enemy, that person that you felt hates you, is called who again? Read it again from the top.
Thou shalt not see thy brother's ox.
That's your brother. That's your sister. God had to even remind us about that with the Egyptians in Esau. Hey, don't forget, I know what he did when you came out of Egypt, but don't forget that's your brother. Read.
Or his sheep go astray, and hide thyself from them.
You know what it means to hide yourself from them? You're like, yo, man, ain't helping nothing new, man. Got the hell out of here. Hope she trip and fall. She like, hey, she step, when the dress a little bit too long, and she walk and she step on it, and she And like instead of oh sis, let me get you up. Now some of us, I'm different, y'all. Like listen, I love y'all. I'ma laugh a little bit while I'm picking you up. Oh God, that boy, are you good? You good? I'ma laugh a couple of times, y'all. I'ma crack jokes, but I'm definitely gonna help you up. But that person gonna laugh. Man, good for your ass. They gonna say that's judgment. They gonna say that's judgment. But you gotta think about this, right? Finish it off, and I'm gonna go to John chapter 7.
Thyself from them, thou shalt in any case bring them again into thy brother. I'm see, verse 2. Okay,
that's it on it. So it says you have to bring it back to your brother. Okay, and then it also says, read verse 3. There's more on it. Verse 3.
Verse 3. In like manner shalt thou do with his ass, and so shalt thou do with his raiment, and with all lost things of thy brothers, which he had lost, and thou hast found, shalt thou do likewise. Thou mayest not hide thyself.
You can't hide yourself from your responsibilities. That's your responsibility. Make sure your brother and sister are good, no matter if you feel like they hate your guts. Now, how many of y'all gonna do that? Cause boy, I see some screw faces. Most of them on that side. Now, God, because remember, you gotta be diligent in what the commandments, right? Sure. You gotta be vigilant that you watching out for danger. What could get us all killed, y'all? Oh snap! There we go. The one word we looking for that all that falls under: sin, strife, sin, envy, sin, backbiting, sin, gossiping, sin. All of that could kill us, y'all. So I'm watching out for that. So if we see something, that's why we'll do a diligent inquisition, find out what's going on, correct the matter, and if there's anything that we do find out, hey, fix that, because that could end up getting you killed. Hey, fix that, sis. That could end up getting you killed. You got to fix it. And it's for all of us to learn how to work in unity. All right, y'all? All right. Now, let's get to the videos. All right. Diligence to vigilance. All right. So this is going into a mansion, but I want y'all to really look at this, right? Plate.
Teman-teman, ini adalah tur mewah kami dalam waktu kurang dari 1 menit.
I promise I
Jadi,
thought this was
ini adalah
English,
rumah
y'all.
mewah seharga 55
All right.
juta dolar
So run it
dengan
back.
gerbang yang mengarah.
Run it back. Yeah. Could you? I'll read it. All right. I know he. Let's go. My brother speaking Creole today. Guys, these are luxury tours in under a minute. So this is a 55 million mansion with this gateway. Coming up to the courtyard, you have a central water feature. Matter of fact, y'all just gonna watch. Put the volume up.
Sebenarnya spa.
All right.
Pintu depan yang besar ini terbuka langsung ke area tempat duduk tengah melalui layar itu. Ini terlihat indah, ikuti saya ke lobi. Sekarang, lobi memiliki piano bensin tepat di tengah dan tangga ini yang mengarah dari lantai atas ke ruang bawah tanah. Kami memiliki lounge dan area bar di sini. Tapi ikuti saya ke area tempat duduk tengah karena ini menakjubkan dengan langit-langit setinggi 2 lantai dan jendela kaca setinggi lantai. Sekarang di sini adalah dapur. Kami memiliki kantor di sana. Menakjubkan, kami memiliki pendingin anggur dengan suhu terkontrol di sini. Dan ini pasti dapur impian yang terhubung tepat di sebelah ruang makan. Sekarang Anda dapat melihat keluar, tetapi kita akan membahasnya di bagian kedua.
Alright.
Jadi, sukai dan
So
ikuti
this is
untuk
under a
informasi
minute, y'all. So y'all get the picture, right? It's a mansion. They got all these amenities in the space. Who would like to live there? If rent free. So this is pause right there. So this is a construction. It's not the actual home being built, but it shows you the time that it takes to build infrastructures like this. So it took a whole year. Play it. Nah. This is what it takes to build. Now think about this, right? Pause it. Rent free. If anybody would have went on strike. All right. Play the next video. I'm sure y'all seen how it got muddy, meaning it rained. Next video. They had to wait sometimes for it to dry or move it out the way. Yeah. And then they have to lay a foundation. They did all of that just to get the foundation right. So you have to be diligent in building yourself. We saw a final product of something being built, and we saw what was placed inside of it. Play on. They on like the 3rd floor now. Yeah, you know it. This is called Judah. Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, because it'd be brothers from Central Honduras, yeah, Guatemala, and all them boys. All right, so you can stop that. All right, so we seen how it was. This is just lap time, but we could see the amount of work it took. So you have to be diligent to finally get to that finished product. Read that.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
That's just the outside, right? Adorn themselves in modest apparel. Read.
With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
With what?
With good works.
Read.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
That will sit on that. Go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22.
The book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. that ye put off concerning the former conversations, the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lusts.
So when you see how they was building that, when they first started building, they started removing a lot of the groundwork, so that way they could lay a better foundation. So you first have to start putting off that old man. Read.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
Read.
Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor. We are members one. We are members one of another. Be angry and sin not.
So it says you're gonna be angry sometimes with one another, but don't sin. Don't go to gossiping. Don't go to disrespecting one another. When you become a new man, guess what? Yeah, you still got to work at it. You still got to be diligent and constantly build yourself up. Read.
Let not the sun go down under your wrath.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. So it's saying don't let wisdom, when you upset, you don't know how to deal with scriptures anymore. You're going to handle it the way you want to handle it instead of going to the scriptures and be like, all right, what did God tell me to do? Oh, let me go talk to my brother. Let me go talk to my sister one-on-one. And I'm going to do it in a manner that's discreet. Because if one of the brothers do something, and like especially with leadership, you know how it says don't fight against a man that has power, because you can end up being slayed, not actually killed amongst us, but you're going to look like a fool up here. So the best thing to do is what? Let me go talk to this person one-on-one. Because I'm not gonna look. I don't want to look like I'm usurping authority over him or feeling like I'm bumping heads with him. I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna use discretion so he can see like, damn, okay, he don't want to make me look like a fool or me go back and forth. He's using discretion. Let me hear him out. Same thing with sisters. When you move a certain type of way, sisters looking like they gonna. If anybody have wisdom, you gonna know what this person is doing. Damn, she didn't do it right then and there. She waited. Let me hear what she has to say. Let me hear what he has to say. When you move like that, those that's moving with wisdom, even if you're not even part of it, but you can see what's going on. And that's that little birdie that when things hit the fan, that little birdie was like, listen, I seen what that sister did. She waited. If leadership get involved, that whether it be one of the leadership's wives, they're going to see it and be like, I saw the same thing. I seen it. And that's that little birdie that's going to come and say, nope, that was wrong. Nope, that was right. She didn't do that. She did do this. That's going to be them if they're faithful, because they're going to speak up, because the Bible say, Leviticus 5:1, if you see it, you're going to have to say something. Y'all know that law, right? What did it say? Okay, good. Nah, read it. Nah, I seen brothers look up at me. I ain't see no lip movement, no nothing. He just looked up at me. Read it, Leviticus 5:1.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 5, verse 1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing and is a witness, whether he had seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
So if you know something is being done wrong and you don't utter it, you're going to have to bear that same iniquity. Who you utter it to? You send it up. If it was done to you, you go speak with that person. You utter it. Hey, this is how you dealt with me. Nah, this some people it be some small things. There's things that I won't even call somebody about. There's things that I would do that I will feel as if like I think I took it too far. Let me go talk to the brother. All right. Let me see the next video. I want to see where we at. Next video, because we're gonna play a slew of them. All right. Yep. So watch this. Play that. There's any volume on that? All right. So these are people doing trick shots.
Yeah.
Stop. Pause it. All right. I won't be doing this no 400 times, y'all. I won't do nothing like this. I don't think any of us would be. Yeah, I ain't got time trying to throw a card in between two golf balls. But this is what they do. And you see some took 20 minutes, some took 6 hours. 6 hours, nah. But think about this. How long some of you men, 5 years in the truth? Raise your hand. 5 years or longer? All praises. 1 year. Who's been here 1 year? 1 year or longer. 2 years or longer. How long you been here? Yeah, Ray, I've been here longer. All right, longer. All right, good. I'm okay. I'm about to say. I'm like, how you a soldier? I'm like, all praises. You've been here 4 years. So this is longer than 6 hours, longer than 20 minutes. So you should have perfected it, right? Certain laws you should have perfected by now. You should know how to deal with it because you're gonna go just like when you saw the construction site. You ain't see the men having to take breaks. You just see people moving. But there's breaks being taken. There's people that's calling out sick. There's people that get hurt on the job. These are things that's going to happen in your build-up process while you're being diligent, working on yourself. Play. Come on. Yeah! 8 hours to do that. Yeah! 52 hours. Yeah! 52. Look, they're diligent in little trick things like that. But yeah, we supposed to be diligent in what could get us into the kingdom of heaven, y'all. Some of our brothers only pick up their Bibles on Saturday. Why you look that way, Mikiel? Why you look that way? So watch this. Play the next video. Yeah, the next video, because you went through the definitions. No, or is it basketball? Yeah. Put that. Diligence. Watch this. This is basketball players. Scrolling. Now, we know this dude is one of the best shooters in NBA history. Could you read that?
In general, professional basketball players like Steph Curry are known to take a high volume of shots during practice, often around 500 shots per day.
500 shots per day. This is them being diligent in everything they do. Now think about this, right? Working on yourself. What have you done? Just 1 hour out of the day. Some of them was what? 4 tries? I'll say that's 4 chapters. 20 hours, 56 hours. How many of y'all have done 1 hour of anything per day to try to better yourself? Being diligent in whatever you were called to do. By raising hand. Script, anything. Yeah, whether you read the Bible for an hour. Yeah, y'all see that, right? That's you examining yourself. Damn, I just been working. I work. Let me see. Matter of fact, do you speak with your sister an hour out of the day? Oh, Mogu. Oh, my God. Not an hour. No, I'm saying like, all right, so 15 minutes with this brother, 15 minutes with that brother, 15 minutes with that brother, 15 minutes with that brother. That's an hour right there. So do y'all spend about an hour with one another over the phone? That accumulates to about an hour. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. Is that one day out of the week? Every day? That's good. That's good. Give me that scripture. Malachi 3:16. Malachi chapter 3, verse 16. This is you getting to know your brother or sister. Now, you remember, this is them being diligent and doing trick shots. Us trying to get the kingdom of heaven, how are we diligent with just 1 hour out of our day?
Everyone.
Or 30 minutes, or 10 minutes, 15 minutes. How much time have you given to your production in this truth? Because we saw that everybody want to live in that furnished house, that mansion. And guess what, sisters, you're going to inherit a mansion. You think the mansion in the kingdom is going to be for the man? We're going to be ruling. It's really y'all. Y'all going to be the ones in the house. Y'all going to be the ones with having 1,000 kids in 3 months. It's crazy, y'all. And it says one shall become many. In 1 year, you're going to have like 50 kids. And you're going to snap back like this. Yeah. Y'all don't got the what's the thing called? The none. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. The brain. The brain. Pinky in the brain. It's just jokes, sisters. Oh, I'm offended. It's all right, sisters. We love the brain. We love the brain. Hey, bro. Just read, bro. Just read. Bring me back.
The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another.
All right. Those that fear the Lord spake often one to another. So in our out of the day, you should be able to speak with your sisters, even if it's just 15 minutes, and then another 15 minutes to reading, another 15 minutes of baking, whatever, cooking, whatever it may be. You bettering yourself. Whether, okay, let me see. Let me practice silence. Oh, y'all seen the clip? Y'all seen it? I'm gonna show you something that women can't do. What? What can't we do? Yeah, everybody saw it, right? It's wild. Practice that. You know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. Matter of fact, if you're married, watch a movie with your Lord, and don't interrupt the movie not once. Oh, so you know too. Why she doing that? Come on, let me watch. I can't hear. I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to hear what's going on. But why she gonna do that? Why that happen? Why he just let in the theater? Here, girl, go get some popcorn. Go get some popcorn. I'm trying to watch the movie. All right. So let's play the next video. Let me see.
Everyone is going to deal with anxieties about how they are in a relationship. They're going to be scared that that person is not going to be that interested in them from time to time. As we know, people that are dealing with anxious attachment, it's just going to be more often. So you have to be more vigilant with yourself in those areas of your life.
All right. Sirach chapter 6 and verse 7. All right. So this is one thing. Sisters, prior to proving, you better make sure those old baggages are gone. But you still have to be vigilant on that man that you're choosing to court. Or that because some sisters, they done waited for a long time, and whatever brother hop up to the plate, they like, well, this gotta be him. It may not be him. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Just like you, he's burning too. So you have to be vigilant. You have to be able to read the scriptures, look at your leadership, because they're the example in front of you. What is this brother doing? If he's in the congregation, you should be able to see his works. If he's not in your congregation, you should go visit and see how he deals with the members in the congregation. Because how he deals with those in the body is how he's going to deal with you. Play the next video.
Due diligence. So what does it mean? It means the buyer typically has to give effort when it comes to researching the property they're going to buy. Let me give you an example. Your buyer finds a property. Hallelujah. They make an offer gets accepted. The buyer has to perform what we call due diligence. For who? For themselves. They have to be accountable for the research on the property, right? They have to make sure that the product they're buying is satisfactory to them. So how do they do that? They ask, they receive, they research the property. Now, what type of research are they going to do? They research the title of the property. They research the property, the structure itself. They research the loan they're going to get. That's what we call due diligence.
So, it's self-explanatory, right? So when you doing a due diligence within, whether it be yourself or whether it be that person you are proving, you want to make sure you know everything. It says the title. How the infrastructure was built. Was it straight wood, plywood? Was it because you see some houses are made by bricks, and then you'll see the makeshift ones that they just throw up now. then I'll be like, yo, man, if a storm come, that shit gone. It is gone. So you have to do your due diligence, but it also goes into how you deal with one another as well. Patience. How have you practiced? Because people will pray for, Lord, give me more patience, and then the Lord bring the right one to you, and that sister, or that brother, you like, golly, I'm about to put hands on buddy. I'm about to put hands on sis. You're like, I got the Vaseline in the car. Like, you prayed for it. Now that you have to deal with it, oh, Lord, I want to know how to be a better wife. Now, the Lord puts something in the situation. Here you go. Learn how to be a better wife with that. And you like sometimes at night, she probably want to punch you in the face. Like, yo, like, damn. So that's what it is. You are going to learn. If you ask for it, you want to be better, a better wife, a better husband, a better man of God, a better woman of God. Those things that you pray for is not going to come with roses and kisses. It comes with trials and tribulation. That's how you're going to grow. Think about David. How did he learn how to love his neighbor as he loved himself? His own brother was trying to kill him. You have to think about these things. His son raped his daughter, and his other son killed him for it. The one that he promised to be king, his other brother was trying to usurp authority over him. Y'all get it? When you ask, if you want to better yourself, just know it's not going to be easy, y'all. You're going to go through things. James 1:12. It might go into it, but it goes into patience. Yep. Let's read it.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him.
So it says, read it again from the top.
Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
Because in that temptation, the Lord he's putting you through the furnace of adversity. He's trying to purge impurities out of you. Because think about it. A sister says something about you. How you going to deal with it? Are you upset? Are you going to go speak with the sister? Are you going to speak with the brother? What are you going to do? How you going to handle the situation? Is your mind automatically going to run and call somebody else to talk about it? Or you can do that, but you're actually going to your counselor. What should I do? But if you're just talking about it and not doing anything, you know what that is? Gossiping. If you're talking about something but not bringing any solutions, you're gossiping about it. Or you could be saying facts, oh, this and that, la, 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 but not saying anything to fix it. You're not being productive. You're not being proactive. You're gossiping. You're murmuring. You're complaining. That's what it is, y'all. If you don't say anything to fix the situation or bring any ways to fix it, you're complaining. That's how I learned if I'm going to say something, I'm going to do something right behind it to fix it. Oh, nah, we shouldn't be doing that. I'm going to call Officer Nariah. I'm going to call Cap. Hey, what you think about this? What you think about that? Can we implement this? This could help this situation. This could help that situation. I'm not going to sit there, damn, man, brothers don't know what to do. And they equipment being broken. We going to camp with missing flyers. What we put in place? A checklist. Before we even leave the parking lot, make sure everything is checked. As a matter of fact, instead of one brother doing it, let's make sure that there is a second brother to hold the other brother accountable, just in case he forgot. 2 is better than 1. That's what the scriptures say. Yes, sir. So we making sure everything is covered. Now we find out equipment is being broken. Now what we doing? In the Sabbath, hey, each person out of each camp go and check the equipment. Write down whatever is missing so that maintenance can fix it. This is us as men not complaining about what's being broken and just dealing, oh, yeah, I got to, nah, let's put this in place. So that way we on top of everything. Sisters, that's what y'all going to have to do. That's why it says don't let nobody despise your youth. You may be young, but you may see things that needs to be fixed. Bring it up to the sister that's over you. Because if y'all speaking often to one another, hey sis, is there a way that I can fix this or that we can fix this? I was thinking about should we do that and that. And if that sister is smart, and she uses wisdom, you know what? I'm gonna bring it up. And let me hear the rebuttal and let me see if that godly discourse does it fit or does it if it doesn't fit. Y'all with me? Play the next video.
The most frightening aspect.
We're gonna play about like a minute and a half.
Abuse and recovering from the abuse is coming to the realization.
I can't hear nothing, bro.
Was aware that this person was a predator, and that you were sleeping with the enemy, that you invited into your heart and into your life and into your soul this person who meant you harm, this person that did not love you, respect you, who could not be loyal to you or faithful to you. That's a terrifying realization, to know that you gave this person that much access, that much love, that much devotion, that much trust. And it's analogous to watching a movie.
All right, that's it on that.
That's not
so
that good.
Being vigilant is also watching for things that you may have left, that you had left in your life, that whether it be in marriage, if you're married, you're stuck, you're done. That's what you're gonna have to deal with. Pray that the Lord put a new spirit on that woman or that man. But also you have friendships where you brought somebody in your life, y'all cool, but this person ain't doing their due diligence and being vigilant within themselves, and now it's starting to affect you. Give me that in Proverbs 21:16. That's just man, right?
Yes, sir.
So no, give me the other one where it says the wicked seduceth his neighbor.
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
All right, so you brought that person into your, at the moment that person was good, but when temptation and certain things arise, you're not being vigilant to correct that brother or sister, and now they're starting to affect you in your walk. That's why you have to be vigilant with one another and correcting one another, because if you don't, you leaving that leaven there, which eventually is going to affect you. You being your brother's keeper, you being your sister's keeper is much more than telling them what they want to hear. It's letting them know when they're wrong. Because you remember the scripture said, let the righteous smite me, it shall be kindness. But who in here would sit still after getting slapped by somebody? Do not. So most people are afraid to correct one another, because not only the person who's getting slapped, but the slapper knows, oh, this person might hit back, so I don't want to lose a friend. Or because whatever I tell them, they might not rock with me the same. Or you've been doing it for so long to now that if I say something, then I'm looking like an enemy. Well, you used to say the same thing I used to say. You used to complain just like me. So, so now you got something to say about it? I know you ain't gonna say nothing, because if you do, I'm gonna say everything you told me. Now you stuck. Y'all know that, right? That happens. You can't correct it because you done got caught in the midst of it. Now you like, she going on, or the brother going on, and all you can do is just sit there, knowing you just watched a new class or another class that cut you, and you like, I was supposed to practice not doing this crap no more. And here it goes right here. The Lord, you wanted to not do it anymore, right? Well, here you go. Don't do it then. Y'all seen that, right? Y'all ever got caught in that situation where it don't matter what it is, whether it could be brothers porn, but like, man, I ain't gonna do that no more. And here you go trying to watch the latest movie on 123 Movies, and that ad pop up. Bling. Tiffany is nearby. Tiffany is nearby. Oh snap! Brothers over here, the orange and black page. Don't look crazy. Brothers got their eyebrows. Brothers got to look down. Brothers like, yeah. The orange and black. And brothers, y'all not the only ones. Sisters do it too. Y'all better correct that. The Lord is saying, whenever you ask for something or whenever you doing something and you're trying to fix it, guess what? That temptation is gonna rise again, so that way you could battle it, so that way you could overcome it. Oh, you know what? I need to listen to my Lord. You know when they be right sometimes, y'all. We'll give it to y'all. Sisters, y'all be right sometimes. Sometimes we ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all be doing good. I know me, I can't tell my wife that all the time because the moment I tell her she's doing good, she start to mess up. That ever happen to y'all husbands?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, damn, you doing a great job. And next thing you know, something blue. Kid, and she's listening. A child falls from the second floor. She know. So it be like that. Like, man, maybe it's like, man, I don't know. Maybe it's programmed. It's in the air. You say she's doing good, and the demons are like, nah, bruh, I got you. I'm gonna show you something. But whatever you need fixing at, the Lord is gonna bring these things to you, so that way you can work at it. If you've been dealing with it, it's gonna come to you, and the Lord is trying to tell you, hey, this is what you need to work on. If you letting it ride, you letting it slide, the Lord is gonna bring it to you so you can work on. Fathers know how it is with their sons. Sisters know how it is with their kids, how they deal with them. The father would say, nah, let them stop. Nah, sisters, you want to be a good helpmeet? Oh, I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. Your Lord told you, let that boy chill. No rebuttals. Just listen to what your husband just said. He said that, hey, and leave him alone. Let him do that. Don't say no, just fall back. Y'all know that husbands with kids? Y'all ever told y'all wife something? Nah, and there's a rebuttal? Sisters, if Christ himself said, don't do that, would you rebuttal Christ? Well, damn. Wow. That's that same thing with the pastor. You know, when in the Christian church, where the woman would listen more to the pastor than she listened to her own husband, and the pastor would sit there and keep talking like, yeah, I know she listened to me, but you got problems. He know. That's why he ends up sleeping with her. So watch this. Let's go to the next let's go to the next video.
Maddie,
watch
you're too
this.
little to have a boyfriend.
No, I want a little boyfriend like me.
You're a little boyfriend.
Yeah.
No, why do you think you need a boyfriend, Madison?
Because I love boys.
Maddie. Madison Jade. Oh, wait till we tell Daddy.
Yeah. Listen, kids pick it up. There's a difference between the mom and the dad. The kids will talk to y'all. They won't go talk to the father. My wife would say it all the time. I don't know why he don't want to talk to you. He's scared of you. Because he know we hold them to a certain standard. Hey, don't talk too much. Do what you're told. The same thing we tell the men is actually what some of you women need to be hearing. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word. Wives, y'all can take that. Because listen to that. I like boys. Wait till I tell daddy. Dad ain't going to like that. He's not going to approve of that. There's things that women will let slide that kids know that dad won't. And they're going to go to y'all. They hurt. Boo-boo. Y'all probably see my son fall all around here. And I'm looking like, I ain't picking him up. Get up. Or I'll tell him to do something, or I'll give him the crazy eye. Y'all ever see my crazy eye? I'm looking dead at him. I'm looking into his soul. He look. Oh. I even look at the oldest one. Look at him. I'm looking into his soul like, hey, bro, don't even try me. You better take notes. The little girl, Elior, she get up too many damn times. How many times you gonna go use the bathroom? I be looking at her. So it's like that. We men, we understand like, nah, you need to sit your behind down somewhere. This is what you need to practice. This is what you need to do. So we men will see certain things that women won't. It is what it is. Not saying that you're not keen to it. Y'all, women intuition. There was something that was said. Y'all always know when a man cheating, but y'all don't know when they happy or unhappy. Damn. Next video. All right, being vigilant, brothers.
Please give me her outfit. I don't have no clothes for her right now. I just bought those 2 outfits for her.
I'm gonna have to wash that shit. I don't know where it's
Give
at
it
right
here.
now.
I'm washing with my hands.
Man, I just put some clothes in there, man.
JT, she don't have nothing.
So she don't have nothing at the house?
I just bought her them outfits, man. I don't have no money right
That's
now.
one outfit. You don't have nothing at the
No,
house?
I just bought them 2 outfits.
2 outfits at the house?
Everything else is small on her.
So she got 2 outfits? You got your hair done, nails done, all that shit. She got 2 outfits?
My nails are done. This is my real nails.
That makes sense, man.
Hey, pause it right
all
quick.
kind of shit over
Hey,
here.
how much it costs for women to get their hair done today? Sisters, y'all know? How much? Yeah, give me a cheap one. Yeah. $40? $40 get you what? Oh, it's just a wash. So it's nothing being implanted in there. It's just a wash and an iron. Anything above that is how much? Almost 100. So she got her hair done. She said that's her natural nails. So she probably could have painted herself. I don't know. But it was things installed in that. Right? So that's over 100. Yeah. So Miami, them things going for $200, $250. Some women spending $400 on their hair alone. That's before it's even put in their head. It's just the hair. So he's like, yo, I put clothes in there. She's like, I just bought her 2 outfits. All I got is 2 outfits. He's like, yo, what the hell you mean? So they got joint custody of the child. He has his own clothes for her. She brought clothes. He's like, listen, there's 1 outfit in there. There's other clothes I put in there. But she has her specific outfits because I guess she's taking a baby girl somewhere or whatever it may be. Right? But watch this. Play on. Him. Diapers on the floor. Hey, brothers, y'all know you doing bad when you only could give single diapers. You can't give an actual pack. You know what I'm saying? You know you doing bad. When you get like 2, 3, 4 diapers instead of a box, you're doing bad. But play that last part again. What she did. Oh man, what happened? The way the baby shook it, now I want to. He gonna get close. I want to see if the baby was even strapped. Okay, she was, but you see what she did, right? You brothers who ain't vigilant. How many single brothers in here? 1, 2. All right, y'all. Play games and find out. And you two back there, Elijah. Don't get no wife like this, where she becomes a BM because she want to divorce you because she don't want to keep the truth anymore, and she don't want to be part of the truth anymore, and then she throwing your baby on the side of the curb like that with diapers on the floor. If you brothers ain't vigilant, this is what you're gonna get. Because I'm telling you, all it takes is a cute face and a big behind. That's all it takes. Brothers, we not trying to find out whether or not if she got a college degree or anything. What brothers have in mind when they want to get married? It ain't the toenails. It ain't the $500 hairdo that she got. It ain't the brain. It's one thing, brothers. And you, if you're not vigilant, if you're not diligent, you will let things that she say go right over your head. Oh, yeah, I used to be in the game. Whoa. Hold on. There was a time I was in college and I had to strip for money a little bit. I don't think all strippers are bad. How long you been in the truth? I'm looking like you may be a good person, but stripping is not good at all. Stripping is not good at all. It's like, I don't think all strippers are bad. What they're doing is bad. You know how they say you are what you eat? You are what you act like. Play.
This can't be true, right?
1.4 million women in America do OnlyFans. 1.2 million is between 18 and 24. What percent of women, how many women in America are between 18 to 24? I find out roughly 10 million women. So just on OnlyFans alone, 10% of women in that age group are on OnlyFans. So there's only 10 million women between 18 to 25. Then I decided to think more about the consumers. Who is consuming OnlyFans? And I found out that 82 million American men subscribe to OnlyFans. Now, to think about how big that number is, how many people are in America? 165 million men are in the United States. And they're telling me that 82 million out of 162 million are subscribed to OnlyFans. Of the 82 million men subscribed to OnlyFans, 90% are married.
Yo!
87% of OnlyFans users are male, and 68% of OnlyFans users are white.
Hey, you
So,
got that? Second Ezra chapter 7.
the average OnlyFans customer is a white married man. Found out
Wait.
one.
All right. So, being vigilant, married sisters. Are you keeping your body pow, pow, pow for your Lord? Because it tells you a lot of these men, these married men, are watching other women. So you being diligent in your marriage, you being vigilant. I'm making sure he on point. I'm making sure he has everything he needs. Sisters, y'all have to be paying attention what goes on at home as well. Spend time with him. See where his mind at. I just want to chill with you and talk to you. Let's go working out together. You know, we men don't think about taking y'all out on dinners. You know that, right? Only until we, get it. But after that, we only thinking about the bills. I got to make sure the roof is over our heads. I got to make sure the car insurance is paid. I got to make sure there's gas in the vehicles. I got to make sure your car note is paid. That's what we thinking about. Y'all want to go out, right? Sisters, y'all want to go out with your husbands. Y'all got to initiate that. Y'all got to, when are you free? I got reservations to this, that, and that. Because we busy with the Lord's work. That's the position you're in. And you have, think about it. Y'all share the same bank account?
One.
Y'all got one account? Same thing. We got our own accounts, and we share an account. So you know what money goes in there. You know how much we got in there. I don't need to spend $50 on no damn steak. Girl, we could go to Chili's. Two, how much is it? 2 for 30? 2 for 25? You feel me? Get a good drink. I just need one good drink. I don't drink. Listen, Smirnoff will have me wasted, y'all. I just need one good drink. I'll be good. So we don't need to. Y'all want that. Y'all want the filet mignon. Y'all want the wine. Listen, I forgot the place. Roof something. Is that what it is? It's on West Palm. I think I spent damn near like $300. I said never again. The food was good, but never again. $300 on some damn food. I'm a man. I'm thinking, yo, that's a bag of rice. I'm like, that's like 3-4 bags of rice. That's like ribs. I'm like, yo, that could have fed us a long time. Hey, that's a cruise right there. I'm doing the math, but I did it for who? You know? So, sisters, y'all know y'all want that. Y'all know what's in the bank account. Hey, Lord, can we do this? Get their permission. And y'all line that up. Hey, listen, be young again. Y'all know what y'all used to do. Be young again. Listen, y'all imagination should go there, you married folks. But being diligent and being vigilant in your marriage as well. Because there's a lot of brothers on OnlyFans, even single brothers. So y'all single brothers and single sisters. Because single sisters, there's more women in the age group of 18 or 25 on OnlyFans in America than all around the other world or outside of America. So just like, you remember there was a sister that got caught on OnlyFans. How did she get caught? How how did she get caught? Brothers like, hold up. let me put this down. Who's that? Bruh, how did she get caught? This is wild, y'all. Let me make sure this ain't in here, right? So these things are happening. So you have to be vigilant. Hey, brother, you say you was gonna meet me here. Sometimes brothers be like, nah, I want my own place. But bro, we could save money, we could live it. Nah, I want my own place. Say, bro, why your door always locked? Bruh. Nah, man, I just want my space. It happens. And listen, the statistics are even worse than that. But you found out, I think it's, oh yeah, let's read it.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not.
So it says, if you have a wife or a husband after your mind, don't forsake them. So in the proving process, right, it's for the men after they're married or before they even get married. Or when they're married, this woman is right for me. I'm not forsaking her. Some brothers like, yo, Lord, why she didn't get fibroids, Lord? Like, yo, damn, they trying to have her killed. Same thing with women. Damn, Lord, let a brick fall on his head at the construction site. Lord, let him slip and fall and die by a penny. Y'all seen Final Destination? A penny was killing everybody, y'all. So it says, if thou have a wife after thy mind, forsake her not. So this is something for you sisters in the proving process. Not saying that, oh, if he's easily manipulated, that's the one I want. But you have a chance to choose your Lord. Because after you have him, after y'all consummate that thing, after y'all come before the congregation and you accept that betrothal, that's yours till kingdom come. So you want to make sure this is a man that you're ready to submit to, and he's that type of man that you know is going to lead you. But you have to do your due diligence. I need to know everything in that contract. I need to know how he moving, how long you had your place, how long you been working, where you work at. If you feel as if I ask all these questions, he's going to start, nah, I don't want her. Then sisters, hey, that's a tell sign to say, listen, if I can't know these things about you and knowing whether or not you're going to be a good Lord, then why even deal with it? I'm not just going to accept you because you got a purple shirt on and you want to prove me. Yo, you have a chance that one chance to make sure that man you're married to is the man you want. Because after that, y'all jump the gun or whatever, that's you. Forever. And if whatever y'all got going on, y'all both, when one mess up, the other go with him. You're really one flesh now. So, ladies in waiting, married sisters, if this man is after your mind, don't forsake him. You better start. Hey, let me make sure I got everything back. Man, listen, I don't know. Our married brothers, we rub on the belly when we go to sleep, right? We still rub on her belly. The baby ain't in there, but we still rub on her belly. Oh, don't touch that. That's mine. It is what it is. But they know, oh, I got a roll right there. You see that my love handles is coming back. I'll tell them, listen, she on here? I'm still going to say it. So watch this, right? I came home. Brothers know. Zadok know. Areli know. Amosa know. I came home, right? It was in Miami. My wife was looking like a linebacker. I was like, yo, who is this? She walked, I'm like, nah, I don't like this. Shoulders went up. She got chubby, y'all. I was like, out in front of everybody. Yo, who's that linebacker? I'm like, yo, nah, babe, Because I don't know if y'all spoke with her. She was a track star, so stayed running. So she abs, everything, tip top. So when I came back home, she, oh, it's the baby. Nah, girl, it's been 10 months. Nah, hell no. You can't blame it on the baby. 10 months and you got bigger? Nope. I ain't falling for it. But as you can see, she easily could just go and work out. That's been hers. Me, I just 1 meal a day. And sometimes I won't, like right now, I haven't had a meal. I only drunk a smoothie the whole day. I don't know. I just do that. So if y'all want to burn the fat, that's what you do. Drink a smoothie. Just don't even think about eating. Drink water, whatever it may be. Just consume beverages. And you'll be good. Your body will start getting used to it. All right, next video. Let's run through the videos and then we'll end it.
Rather have a child with a man who's financially stable but won't be in the child's life, or with a broke man who will be present in the child's life?
Am I getting child support?
Wow.
I take the financially stable. They're financially. Child support, financially stable.
Give me the one that's not in the child's life. We good. We got the money. We good.
We can pay the bills and help take care of them. Okay. They don't got to be there.
You see that? Brothers, that's trash. That's the type of women out there. That's why I say, oh, praises to the ladies in waiting. Because I ain't no ladies in waiting throw no baby on the curve.
Someone say something the same.
Just to throw a baby on the curve. You doing all that to say, listen, I don't care if he's not in the child's life. If he's financially stable and he's providing, we good. Some women quickly, oh, he's financially stable, child support. Like it's part of the game now. I don't care if he's especially if he has money. Oh, I'm trying to have his kid because then I can live off of his finances. Next video.
So I want to say something. They say a man's role is to provide, but they never mention the cost. They say real man handles what? The endless bills, the pressure to never fail, the expectation to keep giving even when there's nothing left. Every time he closes his eyes, it's not peace he feels, it's calculation. How do I make this work? How do I make sure everyone's okay? But who's asking if he's okay? They will celebrate his success but stay silent on the sacrifices. They will cheer for his strength but never acknowledge his exhaustion. The truth, a man carries the burden quietly, but that doesn't mean it's not breaking him. A man isn't a machine. The least you can do is provide him with respect, understanding, and a place to rest. Even the strongest pillars fall when the weight is too much. Marriage never sets.
Message. If sisters, if you just watching it look like it's a piece of cake to your Lord, it's because he hides a lot of it. He hides a lot of it, y'all. Your man be hiding things from you to make you feel good. I'm gonna tell you straight. He could be hurting, want to boo-boo cry. He ain't gonna let you see that. He'll be like, yo, this is due. You naggle him. How this is what you? And he's like, listen, I'm gonna take care of it. In the back of his mind, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna take care of it, but I'm gonna take care of it. But you there's no respect there because all you thinking about women, yeah, it's good to some point because it makes sure we're on our toes, but there's ways that you go about it that could destroy us. That some brothers be like, man, the hell with this relationship. Because the respect ain't there. You won't see that. You won't encourage it. You won't even think. We'll even say something about, hey, man, what you think about this? Nah, we got all this going on. You won't even give him a second to even give off of whatever he's trying to tell you or what may work for him or what could help your future. It may have too, but you ain't give it a time of day. You shrugged it off. Bro, could have been successful in it. It could have probably made y'all millions, but you threw it off and it just destroyed his spirit behind that. He was like, you know what? I'm just going to work till I die. That happens to us, men. So, sisters, that's a message for y'all, but same thing goes for the women as well because they have to deal with the kids. That's why I told the rib, hey, listen, I know you want these things. Guess what? That joint account, the money's in there. You want to take a vacation? You want to go out to eat? You want to go to amusement parks and stuff like that? That's what that money's for in there. You know my schedule. All you got to do is ask. I'm at the school this day, usually Sunday after around 5, 6, we good. So that's the time to ask me for whatever. Let's do something or whatever. If I'm there on the weekdays and we good, you ain't working after 4, you know our schedule. Just know we got 3 of them tagging along. Yeah, I went to one place. I forgot it was the Otaka Festival where they got all the anime food and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? I'm only going to spend $100. With 3 kids? Ended up spending like $350. I was like, damn. Condo is due. But I wasn't going to say nothing. I was like, man, look here. Had to go sell something. Here, let me pawn this chain right quick. I won't get my check till next week. That's what we'll do. But we ain't going to tell y'all. We'll just go back and get our chain back. That's it. All right? Any more videos? All right, let's play that.
¡Señor policía!
He took off. And you can see, yeah, that's real. So, mothers, you got to be vigilant over your kids as well. So, on their phones, because these kids are getting older. You got 12-year-olds. Matter of fact, I think Elijah was about 9. Because on YouTube, if they watch certain shows on YouTube, there's people who make those cartoons show themselves without clothing. So if they go searching for a cartoon they like, eventually they're going to run into some of those videos. He got caught. The Lord revealed that thing. My wife, if they do that, because they all were homeschool, she would go and check the web browser in the history. You know, say, I don't know if he learned how to delete it now. I don't know. I don't know. But she checks it. And when she checked it, she saw it. What is this? I think he was about 9. So at 9, he was already looking at these things. So imagine if your kids are older. Check what they have. Those tablets, see who they're talking to. Be vigilant. You're at the grocery store. I always tell my wife, none of the kids should be behind you. How many times have sisters, y'all walking, and the child is behind you? Right? Y'all can't let that happen. Child always have to be in front of y'all. And not only that, I always tell her this. The moment you start to speak with somebody, this is what the kids do. Always take off. Oh, the mother ain't watching no more? I know dad handling his stuff. She got to watch me. But she's on the phone. What they start doing, they start dabbling with everything. Sisters, y'all got to be vigilant over the children. Also, after the Sabbath, brothers, who clean up? Y'all see the sister side? Vigilance. Hey, man. Oh, look, brother over here, he shook his dread like, yeah. Tell him. We filling 2 garbage bags of trash on that side. Bruh. And what we heard last time, sisters, I know y'all sisters were there. We was like, y'all, why y'all side dirty? What y'all said? Y'all know that. The what? Yeah, see? The kids. Well, y'all the ones supposed to be watching them. So what they got going on is a reflection of who? So I ain't tripping, right? There you go, sisters. So my sister's in the kitchen. There's nobody watching. Hey, you better go throw that in the trash. If y'all sisters and you remember it takes a village to raise a child? Yeah. She's occupied. If y'all see me, I don't care who child it is. Hey, stop doing that. Hey, pick that up. Hey, nope. Let me get this from you. Because you making too much noise with it. I'll let you play with something if you're not making noise and you're not causing a disturbance where other people can't take notes. But if you're making a mess, I'm coming, hey, nah, let me get that. Nope, put that back. Y'all clean this area up. Y'all could do that with one another. They're children. As long as you're not whooping that other person's child, you're just telling them, hey, clean up after yourself. Nope, pick that up. Go throw that away. Nope, sit down. Hey, no more running around. Y'all should be able to say that. Y'all see kids running and zoom, 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 zoom. Mighty Mouse, Speedy Gonzalez, Roadrunner, all up in here. Hey, sit down. Stop running around. I'm going to tell your mother. No, you know what? I'm going to tell daddy. Where your father at? Because, matter of fact, New Moon, what we did, was it New Moon or Pentecost? When the kids was right there, y'all remember what happened? The belt, right? Did we say anything? We just put the belt down. What did they do? Every child knew what that meant. I'm straight. I don't know if he's going to do it, but I ain't about to find out. So, I'm going to tell your dad. All you have to say, hey, who got the belt? Them kids going to be like, belt? Oh, I know that. I know 1 + 1 = 2. I know belt in my behind. I know what that means too. All right? So let's run through these last scriptures. 1 Peter 5:8. 1 Peter 5:8, Joshua 1:8, and then we're going to read Psalm 78.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
He's going to devour you. The way he's going to do it is for you to commit sin. So if you're not diligent, if you're not vigilant, you're going to fall for his devices. Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
Read.
Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee wheresoever thou goest.
So he says, don't be afraid of having to apply the commandments, because that's what that's how your way is going to become prosperous. That's how you're going to become more diligent and more vigilant. You're going to be better. You're bettering yourself. So don't be afraid to apply the commandments, because sometimes we become afraid, y'all. I don't want to do this because she might see me a certain type of way, or I might offend her or whatever, or I might lose her as a friend. No, don't be afraid of applying the commandments with one another, because that's how you're going to save yourself. If you decide not to, that's how you're going to condemn yourself, because it's by your action, not by your words. Song 78. Let's start from verse 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 1. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come to the praises of the Lord, and his strength, and his wonderful works that he had done.
Read.
For he had established a testimony in Jacob, and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children, that the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children.
So we're a part of that now, y'all. Because before we didn't have the laws. Now we're receiving the laws, and now our children are learning them. We're learning them, and we're applying it to our children. Think about the next generation if Christ don't return. Yo, you know the thing about it, and it's not a knock, sisters. It's not a knock, because if brothers had a program to where we could see who was a virgin, who wasn't, all the brothers would damn near in black shirts. But what's going to end up happening is that next generation, we're going to see more of those sisters in the multiple colored gowns. We're going to see that, and it's not a knock to y'all. It's just that we grew up in that generation. Yo, I was a nigga, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all straight. When it came to women, oh, you was in the military. Yeah, listen. Yes, I know. You had the resources. Hey, golly. But Miami, it's out there. That's the life. That's what you do. So for what's going to end up happening, what we're going to see, because it says we're going to be able to make it known unto our children, it's going to be times where you're going to see the process change, where from everybody's going to be colored, where all of them going to have that gown that they were chased. That brother is not going to be on our side. Majority of the brothers, compared to the 400 members in Miami, and I say about 120 plus, 150 down, because we had like 100 men in leadership. So probably about 150, 60, 70 men and over 200 women. I say about 5 of those brothers were virgins. I say about. I know it was a Reli, Josiah, Jeramiel, Mordecai, and now little Jedi. He's a soldier now. Bruh, It's wild because when we hear it, we like, yo, you a virgin? Because we never thought about it. It was like, yo, damn, we thought that's the life you live, just hit them all. But to find out that these young brothers are virgins, we're like, damn, that's what's up. And we're gonna have more of that, y'all. We're changing the statistics by our application. That's why I say what I saw in Ladies in Waiting, I'm proud of y'all. Because y'all, for lack of words, y'all thugged it out. Yeah, y'all thugged it out. And now, that's just the beginning. Do your due diligence. Stay on the course. Don't backtrack. Because at any time, if you're not vigilant, you're going to start falling back. You're going to start looking for things. Because I'm sure beautiful sisters, guess what, at work, what you think no brother's trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sis, man, I see, man, small conversation. And sisters, be careful of that. Because those brothers, I'm telling you, eventually, it's going to be one day, you're going to feel some type of way. And he might say, you know what? Or you might say, yeah, you could call me. And there you go. You let Satan in. And Satan like, ha! I'm stepping full force. Finish that verse.
Let me see. Let me see.
I think you stopped at verse 6.
Verse 6.
Uh-huh.
That the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in God, and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation.
We're hoping our kids are not like us. That's why we're making the laws known to them. And we're going to see that change. We're going to see it. That's why I say all praises to the Most High for the Ladies in Waiting program, the MOV, what leadership that's set up in IUIC, because we're seeing it right before our eyes, the nation of Israel being rebuilt. The decayed state of our people, we're rebuilding it just like the temples of old. All right? And with that, that was today's Milk Monday. Diligence to vigilance. All right? And all praise to the Most High. Most High Christ bless.